when you saw the clip? Did your phone blow up?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, initially I thought, to be honest, that it was an AI clip. I couldn't really quite believe that it was a legitimate clip. Yeah, but it did blow up. I had so many messages from people sharing it with me. But it's been a nice little flashback to my time on Bake Off.
It's such a funny moment, because I can remember the moment. I genuinely couldn't hear what you were saying. I think I had to look at a producer to be told you're saying bake. It was your accent which was throwing me off.
I know, and even when I tried to spell it out, Alison, it didn't really make any difference, did it? Because I spelled it out in such a strong accent as well.
Mark, did the original clip go viral? Is that what it was?
No, it didn't really go viral, did it, Mark? It was just a nice clip that Bake Off put out.
Yeah, and it was sort of... Occasionally I would even get people saying to me now that they recognise me from the show from that clip.
Really?
Alison with us.
So if you was treated like a king for the day, what would you want me to do for you?
Beg for me, probably.
You'd want me to do what? Beg.
Beg.
Beg. Beg.
Beg. B-A-K. Beg.
What?
Bake.
Oh, bake! It's your accent. It's a lovely accent.
It's my accent. It's the word beck, which is weird for a show like this. I can't really say it properly, isn't it?
You do say it properly.
My loves, now Alison Hammond and Mark Lutton react to Prince Harry and Stephen Colbert's recreating their now viral interaction on the Great British Bake Off. They are loving how the prince remembered them so much in British Bake Off. My loves, don't you all just love both moments all together, just full of fun moments and laughter. Prince Harry's has a sense of humor that British royalists lack. Bravo, Duke of Sussex. What unfolds is a phenomenon that no one expected. A wave of excitement rippling far beyond the bake-off tent, surpassing every cheerful giggle and every delightful exchange that fans have replayed countless times. The moment Alison Hammond and Mark Lutton saw Prince Harry and Stephen Colbert revisit that now legendary interaction, something electric swept through the entertainment world, a spark of nostalgia, affection, admiration, and sheer disbelief that the Duke of Sussex, of all people, would carry that memory with him so vividly, so affectionately, and so boldly into one of Britain's most beloved cultural institutions. The joy that rises from the thought alone sends a sensational thrill across audiences everywhere. It begins quietly, like a secret shared across a crowded room, then suddenly erupts as the realization settles. An American late-night television host and a British prince recreated a moment so loved, so iconic, that even those who were part of it can scarcely believe the ripple effect it continues to have. Alison Hammond, impossible to miss, with her radiant charm and contagious laughter, reacts with a heartfelt burst of delight so genuine that even viewers watching from afar feel warmed by it. Mark Lutton, known for his unmistakable energy and penchant for joyful surprise, cannot help but marvel at how deeply that light-hearted interaction imprinted itself on one of the most talked-about figures in the world. And then comes the wave. My loves, don't you all just love both moments all together, just full of fun moments and laughter, that irresistible blend of good-natured chaos, warm-hearted spontaneity, and the unforgettable mixture of personalities that somehow mesh into something so magical that the internet practically combusts with admiration. What could be more extraordinary than a prince demonstrating such an unapologetic embrace of laughter, wit, joy, and mischief, qualities that some staunch royalists insist should never exist within the monarchy's carefully controlled boundaries? Yet here he is, Prince Harry, proving again and again that his sense of humor remains unmatched, that he possesses a lightness and charm so refreshing it slices through the rigid expectations of centuries. Prince Harry's has a sense of humor that British royalists lack. Bravo, Duke of Sussex. That sentence alone echoes with a boldness and clarity that millions secretly whisper but rarely say aloud. He is the embodiment of a new era, a breath of fresh air sweeping through a world once defined by restraint, tension, and stiff upper lips. And as the laughter intensifies, something else begins to unfold. An intoxicating mixture of nostalgia and revelation. There is something mesmerizing about seeing two iconic personalities like Stephen Colbert and Harry stepping into the world of Bake Off, a world built on cakes, camaraderie, and the irresistible charm of Britain's most beloved hosts. The blend of British humor and American curiosity forms an atmosphere that feels both wildly entertaining and deeply sentimental. It stirs viewers' hearts with the knowledge that the moment being recreated was never meant to become a viral treasure, yet somehow it did. It grew into something unforgettable, something that Alison Hammond and Mark Lutton themselves now recall with a kind of disbelief cloaked in pride. As the reactions pour in, the story begins to expand in ways no one saw coming. Across the internet, thousands of fans revisit the clip, their excitement escalating with every replay. The newfound connection between those original Bake Off personalities and the Duke of Sussex becomes a moment of joyous unity, a reminder that in a world so often clouded by criticism and hostility, pure laughter still triumphs. And that laughter, bold, bright, unfiltered, belongs to Prince Harry just as much as it belongs to anyone who watched that episode with tears of amusement glistening in their eyes. A striking image emerges. Harry, the rebellious royal, stepping into a space where he feels entirely free, a space where the humor is not restricted, where he is not bound by outdated expectations. His presence becomes a testament to his independence, a declaration that joy does not need permission. And in that moment, the Bake Off tent transforms into a symbol of connection, bridging people who never expected their paths to cross so powerfully. Even the retelling of it sends shivers of excitement across audiences everywhere. It is as though the world collectively gasps. Imagine Alison Hammond and Mark Lutton, icons of warmth and laughter, thrown into the spotlight once more because a prince remembered them not with formality, but with fondness. The knowledge that Harry carried that interaction with him, storing it in the same place where cherished memories of his mother, childhood escapades, and rare moments of royal freedom live, becomes a staggering revelation. It elevates the interaction from a fleeting laugh to a cherished chapter of shared joy. Suddenly, people start dissecting the moment frame by frame. Why did Harry remember them so clearly? What about that particular exchange inspired such a vivid reaction? Theories swirl around social networks as viewers attempt to recall every tiny detail. The spark of laughter in his eyes, the way Stephen Colbert amplified the humor, the nostalgic glow that only Bake Off can ignite. It is in this mix of speculation, wonder, and uncontainable enthusiasm that the magic deepens. Because it is not just a simple reaction. It is a royal acknowledgement of the power of everyday joy. A reminder that even someone born into one of the most scrutinized families in the world can cherish warm, simple interactions as much as any of us. Alison Hammond bursting into laughter, Mark Lutton showcasing his bright personality. These moments matter. They linger. They imprint themselves on people in ways they never expect. And when that person happens to be Prince Harry, the world listens, watches, and reacts with overwhelming delight. The concept becomes particularly enchanting when one considers the stark contrast between Harry's approach and the attitude typically expected of British royalists. Where they often uphold rigidity, Harry steps forward with ease. Where they insist on somber dignity, he cracks jokes. Where they hide behind silence, he embraces authenticity. Prince Harry's has a sense of humor that British royalists lack. Bravo, Duke of Sussex. The phrase rings like a triumphant cheer echoing through every corner of the internet. It reinforces the belief that humor and humanity are not weaknesses, they are strengths, and Harry weaves them into every part of his public presence. The recreation of the interaction with Stephen Colbert becomes more than entertainment. It transforms into a symbol of cultural convergence, America's bold, cheeky, comedic flair intertwining with Britain's warm, witty, and occasionally chaotic charm. The balance forms a spectacle that feels irresistible, exhilarating, and wholly unexpected. Fans marvel at how Stephen Colbert plays off Harry's spontaneous openness with such precision and lightness, capturing the essence of what made their earlier interaction iconic. Meanwhile, Alison Hammond and Mark Lutton, watching from afar or perhaps encountering the clip while scrolling through their feed, experience a whirlwind of emotions. shock, disbelief, pride, affection, amusement. Each feeling layers itself onto the next until their reactions become a story of their own. They are not merely watching themselves being remembered, they are witnessing the extraordinary ripple effect of joy. It is a reminder that their warmth and humor, often taken for granted, possess a global impact. And as this realization deepens, viewers begin to appreciate how profound the moment truly is. There is something powerful about seeing entertainers, often assumed to be confined to their roles, affect royalty in such a meaningful, lasting way. It demonstrates the power of television, the magic of shared laughter, and the extraordinary resonance that simple joy can create across borders, across cultures, across generations. The narrative continues to expand. Fans start reminiscing about Alison Hammond's funniest moments, her unforgettable interviews, her unfiltered laughter, her ability to make people feel at home even when cameras are rolling. People recall Mark Lutton's charisma, his expressive reactions, his lovable personality that always brightens up every episode he touches. Suddenly, the Bake Off clip becomes a gateway to a cascade of happy memories, and the recreation with Stephen Colbert ignites a renewed appreciation for everything that made that moment so iconic. The suspense grows, not from scandal or controversy, but from excitement. What will Harry do next? What other moments has he treasured quietly all these years? What else might resurface in equally surprising, equally delightful fashion? The world waits, buzzing with curiosity, wondering where this unexpected thread of nostalgia might lead. And yet, while the fun and enthusiasm swirl, something deeper emerges, an understanding that the moment reflects a broader, more profound truth about Prince Harry. He is someone who values human connection over royal protocol, someone who cherishes authenticity over artificiality. He remembers people not because he must, but because he wants to. And this sincerity, this genuine emotional resonance, is precisely what makes the world root for him. It is what transforms a simple bake-off memory into a global spectacle. As the buzz continues, commentators offer their thoughts, some with admiration, some with incredulity. Yet one thing remains indisputable. The chemistry of laughter shared between Harry, Colbert, Alison, and Mark forms a constellation of charm that viewers cannot resist. It reminds them that no matter how chaotic the world becomes, laughter still holds power, transformative, liberating, and unifying power. This is why, my loves, don't you all just love both moments all together, just full of fun moments and laughter, because within them lies a rare cocktail of joy, nostalgia, surprise, and cultural harmony. It is the kind of moment that makes you lean forward, rewind the clip, share it with friends, and savor the spark that radiates from every second. As the narrative unfolds further, it becomes impossible to ignore the audacious vibrancy of Harry's personality. His humor, effortlessly natural and beautifully unrestrained, stands as a remarkable contrast to the often silent, stiff world of royal tradition. Prince Harry's has a sense of humor that British royalists lack. Bravo, Duke of Sussex. The cheer emerges again, stronger this time, echoing across living rooms, social feeds, and comment sections worldwide. And in this chorus of celebration, the world witnesses something extraordinary. The collision of royalty, television, comedy, and nostalgia forming a moment that feels both outrageous and heartwarming. It is a reminder that entertainment is not merely about content. It is about emotion, connection, and the unforgettable chaos of human joy.